Hello YouTube, and welcome to my tutorial video for how to start playing the violin. The violin is a beautiful instrument, and watching a pro play can make some people want to try to pick it up. However, the high floor and ceiling skill cap can be discouraging. The purpose of this video is to point to people who want to try it in the right direction. When you hold the violin, put your chin gently on the chin rest and use it only as a gentle hook to keep the violin in place. Try to keep your head straight as if you were just standing still without holding a violin. Use your left hand to hold the violin up. Make sure you hold it parallel to the ground. It is better to be slightly tilted upwards rather than downwards. There are many reasons why this is true, but the most obvious one is that so you don't look bad. There are also benefits to your sound as well as having a better angle for bow placement, but looking good is obviously the most important reason. Hold your violin up so you don't look bad. For beginners, I recommend the use of a shoulder rest. It is definitely not necessary, and later on, when you get better at the instrument, you may even want to play without it sometimes. A shoulder rest is used for extra support when holding up the violin into playing position because it adds a lot of extra support without screwing over your sound, as if you were trying to lift up your shoulder to do it instead. Place the shoulder rest so that it goes straight across the violin. For now, all you really need to remember is that the part of the shoulder rest that curves down, or the part that is closer to your violin, matches up with the black chin rest where your chin goes. When you tighten your bow, make sure that you tighten it a good amount, but not so much that the wood part on it becomes fat. Make sure that the wood part is still slightly curved in, but you have enough tightness on your bow so that even if you put some pressure on the bow, the horsehair won't collide with the wood. When you hold the bow, place the tip of your thumb at the spot between the pad and the frog. Hold your other four fingers gently on top and move your pinky so that the tip is touching the bow. The thumb and the pinky work together to do lifting motion on the bow, and the index, middle, and ring finger are used in that order to add weight down into the strings when you are playing more heavily. When you first play, you should try to play full bows only on the A string from the frog to the tip. Your goal is to play a completely smooth sound from the frog to the tip and be able to smoothly change bow directions at both the frog and the tip. Make sure that the string that you are playing on goes into the metal coil area nearby the frog. This is important because the part of the bow that is closest to the frog is extremely difficult to play with a good or smooth sound, especially when trying to transition smoothly from an up bow to a down bow. This skill alone is the most apparent distinction between a beginner and a pro, and directly determines if the sound coming out of the instrument is crappy or smooth and silky. Pros are able to change bow directions at the frog in smooth transitions, while beginners are not able to have such control and sound like what Asian parents like to call killing pigs. For now, don't use small bows. The reason that you should not use any small bows for now is that when you use long bows, your bow will move toward or away from the bridge if you are not perfectly perpendicular. If your bow is moving toward or away from the bridge while you bow down the violin, you will know that your angle is not right. Using short bows prevents you from practicing smooth bow changes at the frog or the tip. The only useful thing about using short bows right now is if you are getting annoyed from practicing and you need to let off some steam. With these ideas in mind, practice swinging the bow down all the strings, trying not to hit anything you're not supposed to, and making the best sounds you can possibly make. Remember to focus on making the smoothest possible transitions at the tip and the frog of your bow. I hope this helps someone, and that'll be it for now. See you later.